When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Michigan's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Back to throw, it's Daniel. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Makes a grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there. So Maryland's offense coming on the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
How good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in the Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for the nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer...
Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. RPO complete. He's dropped. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB's speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd and long here. Keeps it on the ground. Here's some daylight. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. Could not make his way to the corner.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Straight ahead, it's Simon. Got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. 6th play of the drive coming up. Quick handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense coming through with the 1st sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Inside the 35. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. Makes the catch, it's Cutler. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the move, it's Simon. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Got enough space, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And we got something different, guys, here in the 2nd quarter. We got points, right? No points in the 1st quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Throws it off the RPO. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Slings it. Got his man all by himself. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And the pass rush rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd,
going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And
Lots of running room. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Sets his feet. It's Daniel. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Michigan. Makes the grab in the corner.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Back's got it on the screen. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Terrapins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught him. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right side, it's Russo. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He's got it. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Got a little space. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him. Maryland uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team.
Personal foul.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down 2 just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Syracuse in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Stanford Cardinal.
What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Coach Locksley told me coming out of the locker room, they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Taken down.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable, but put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Trying to take it back. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. On the run, it's Simon. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. They're testing the right side here. There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And the pummeling has started.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, wants to pass. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Still on his feet. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
To the air, it's Daniel. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a map.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Hits inside. It's Simon. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Simon. He's got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
In Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do this and do that, you want to give him the ball multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
With the catch, it's Culliver. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Down he goes. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looks it in. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Run in the red zone. It's Cutler. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's York. Crosses the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Terrapins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Drops back on first down. Fires it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That's caught. It's Culliver. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Hits the hole. It's Simon. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Daniel. The quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's McCray. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run him again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Burrowing for yardage. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Wants to throw one first. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.